We are excited to have him here in studio with us. So around the world, help me welcome Mr. Jim Garner. Jim, come on out.
Love it, love it.
How you doing?
So good to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank
have a
you
seat.
for the invitation.
Oh, we are excited to have you. So this is our first time sitting down together. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too.
How are you feeling today?
I feel great. Gosh, I'm excited. Right now I'm preparing for my CreativeLive. 24th
Yes, you are.
through 26th. 18 hours with the CreativeLive team just
Can't
coming
wait.
up. Yeah.
Cannot wait. So before we get to that, because I definitely want to talk
Sure.
about it, let's start out by talking about Photo Week. Experiential wedding photography.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit, what does experiential wedding photography mean?
Sure. The word experiential came from, in college I was a psychology major, and we studied what's called experiential therapy.
Okay.
It's based on really reliving an experience in your life to better understand it.
Okay.
So the root of the word is experience, and that for our studio became a word within our studio to describe the type of weddings that we wanted to do. And that was by shifting the way the schedule unfolded in the day, adding more time to have an experience. It allowed us to create more stories, create more spreads, and ultimately create artwork for our clients. So
Beautiful.
really the root of this whole thing was seeing how other cultures celebrate their weddings in comparison to how we did it here in Seattle.
Interesting.
So I noticed with some of my friends' work, well, throughout the world,
Right.
that their books, their albums, were full of these wonderful stories where, somehow they found the time to go to 2-3 locations perhaps. Somehow they found the time to sit and enjoy a glass of champagne.
Right.
And I wondered how that would fit into the type of weddings that we had in America.
Yeah.
So I went and studied it, went and figured out that, hey, these guys have, a couple more hours than we do. In fact, gosh, look at the East Indian culture. It's a week-long wedding day.
Huge event.
Talk about experience, right?
Yeah.
So when we were able to come back and ask our clients, hey, if we give you the free time to do whatever you want with additional on the front end of your wedding, after your wedding, maybe the next day, or even on an engagement shoot, would you be willing to accept that gift? Of course they would.
Yeah.
And
Who wouldn't?
ultimately, here's the exciting part. Ultimately, it leads to additional stories, all of which need to be put in the art, the album, which ultimately leads to more profitability for your business.
Yes.
And then it's this inertia picks up. You're known for the art that you produce.
Right.
You visually show this art to future clients.
Right.
And this ball gets rolling, and now we are art-focused wedding photographers that sell the experiential style.
That's one of my favorite things is when you can do something artistic and something beautiful and something that really enhances the experience for someone and also just happens to be profitable and helps you run a successful business. It's the perfect symbiosis that just keeps that running.
I like that word a lot, and I will use it in my CreativeLive program next week.
Done. Yeah,
Symbiosis.
actually, that's perfect. Let's talk about that because this is huge. We're really excited. I actually am going to be hosting for you, so I'm really excited to be able to sit down with you
We're going to have such a
here.
great time.
It's going to be fantastic. So what are you teaching? What's the 3-day course?
Well, of course, we're going to cover the experiential style. It's a huge component of what we do.
Yeah.
But this is really about helping photographers get out of what I call the glut of photographers that is taking, many people are entering the field. A lot of them are competing over price. And from my observations, 90% of photographers out there are picture takers. They may produce an album, they may produce art for the walls, but they aren't dedicated entirely to creating art. 10% of the industry is entirely focused on delivering art. Conceptual art for each and every client. Now that's the distinction. Art producers provide art for each and every client no matter what their budget is.
Right.
So I want to help.
Some people would say it's a high-end add-on that they can do. It's a
Yes,
special
yes.
type of session.
Exactly.
But you're talking every single client.
Every single client, no matter what their budget, no matter what package they receive from you, will be receiving an archival art piece, whether that be an album or these beautiful enlargements for their walls or whatever, something conceptual from the point they're shooting to the delivery.
Right.
So this is really actually quite exciting because we are able to, and we've done this over a 2-season period, we've helped many photographers through our mentorship program, through a series of steps, move their business out of the picture-taking philosophy
Okay.
into the art production philosophy. And I'm here to tell you that the benefits are outrageous. There's so many benefits, including being able to incorporate that experiential wedding style, but its profitability, being known for your art, unleashing crazy opportunities.
Well, and I think it's rare that it happens, but I think it's rare that we have photographers who get into photography because they want to run a business.
Right.
Most people who pick up a camera want to create art, want to really create something memorable, something exciting, something that just evokes those feelings and those passions of whatever the experience was, the moment that it happened.
Right.
So it sounds like that's what you're focused on, is making that type of photographer someone who is also profitable and able to run a successful
Everyone,
business.
and there's room in this 10%. There's the whole industry. Unfortunately, the bar has dropped significantly. It's a struggle to be a full-time photographer now.
It is.
And my goal is to help everyone step out of that place into a profitable workflow, profitable potential. Oh my gosh, on the subject of workflow, many people think if I'm producing art for my clients, I'm just adding workflow and potential that may or may not be there.
Right.
The truth is, and I'll prove this in my program, that your workflow will decrease by half, and you'll take your earning potential to 3 times what you're currently making.
I love it.
You'll work half as much, you'll make 3 times as much, and you will provide yourself the opportunity to be free of your business and have life quality.
Well, I'll speak for everyone out there that I'm excited to see how you
I'm
do
so
that, because
excited.
it sounds crazy to me. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. It sounds crazy.
It's going to be
No, I
crazy.
like it.
It's going to be crazy.
That's really cool. So that is next week, starting next Thursday through
It is.
Saturday. That's the 24th through the 26th
It is.
of April. So go ahead and check that out. You can go onto the course page. What's the title of the course? Totally forget.
The
Aaron, do you
title
know?
is From Images to Art, the storytelling philosophy.
Beautiful. I love it. Very excited about that. So a couple minutes here, just very briefly. Let's talk questions. Now, you are running a mentorship program, as you said. What are some of the more common questions that you get?
Well, the main question is, how do I become profitable? How do I get known for my art? How do I move from being kind of stuck in delivering individual pictures and be known for the art, be known for get that upside potential?
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
And
So
we've defined 10 steps. It's 10 steps over 2 seasons, and you'll be there.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I love that you've done it. I mean, that you have that experience and can share it. Finally, I think something that I've been asking everybody, what is something that you would want to have known when you got started?
Oh my gosh, this topic, exactly. Yeah, in fact, it's one of my slides. Had I known this when I started, I would have not been stuck for so many years. It was my 5th year in business that I hit the wall, and I was shooting many weddings. But I looked at my books at the end of that year and found out that I wasn't really profitable. I was not making a living, and I certainly didn't have quality of life that I wanted. And so got inspired by my friends in Europe, my now friends in Australia, and so how do they do it? And that's what led to the experiential style. That's what's led to the art focus, and that's what led to our commitment to what we're doing now, and that's sharing it with others.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. That's what we're all about here at CreativeLive, is bringing in people who have done something amazing, who are working photographers, and who are able to bring in and share that knowledge with everyone out there
It's my
around
life
the
goal,
world.
and I can't wait to do it next week.
Very exciting. Well, we are excited to have you.